Steve Saleen has been selling his own high-performance Saleen Ford Mustangs for nearly 20 years. Now he's ventured onto the world stage of the international supercar, those ultra-high-performance, ultra-expensive cars that deliver race car rawness in a street-legal package. Introducing America's own, the Saleen S7. There aren't many cars we can compare the Saleen S7 to, and the arresting first impression it makes, well, speaks for itself. But one word sums up the look, sound, handling, and performance of the S7. The word is fast. Southern California-based Saleen Incorporated calls their mid-engine S7 an American interpretation of a European supercar. In many ways, we think it displays Yankee ingenuity at its best. The S7 is a road-capable version of Saleen's S7R, a competition car which has accumulated an impressive list of race wins in 2001 and 2002. The race-bred S7 road car has been tamed somewhat, but not much.
By design, they've left a lot of the race car sensations in it. The engine is loud, the road noise is very high, the ride is stiff, and the steering especially. The steering is so lightning fast that you really have to recalibrate your inputs because the car changes direction so rapidly. This is part of this race car sense that they wanted to keep in the car, and they definitely have.
At the stratospheric price of $395,000, not many of us will be parking an S7 in our garage. In fact, just a few hundred of the cars are expected to be built, but it's unlikely any other manufacturer will sell you a production road car which is this close to their race car at any price. The S7's all-aluminum 427 cubic inch engine is actually based on the Ford 351 Windsor small block. With an appropriately competitive 550 horsepower and 525 pound-feet of torque, the sound of the engine ranges from loud to astonishing. We expected it might have bad manners in traffic, but the S7's V8 seems well behaved at legal speeds.
The torque curve is very flat, the engine is very flexible, very responsive from down low. No spitting, stumbling, none of the nastiness that some really highly tuned engines have.
Preliminary estimates are for a 0 to 60 trip to take less than 4 seconds, the quarter mile under 12 seconds, and the top speed to be in excess of 200 miles an hour. The S7 steering is lightning quick, and Brembo brakes tame high velocities.
The car has fabulous brakes, as it would have to have, considering the speed potential. Huge disc brakes, not power assist, so it's a fairly heavy pedal. You have to really put your leg into it, but if you do that, the stopping is quite impressive.
Although the S7 provides plenty of race car feel, it isn't excessively challenging to operate. You do have to contort yourself into the snug seat, and visibility is good as long as you're looking straight ahead. The shift gates are close, and the double-plate clutch takes some concentration. Otherwise, there's nothing tricky about the gearbox. A lot of road noise comes through the chassis, and the suspension is very firm, but the basic ride quality is decent. Steve Saleen admits his car is not as refined as some of the European supercars. That's his product strategy, not an apology. The S7, from the ground up, is designed to deliver the trappings and sensations of a real racer. At a mere 41 inches tall and 188 inches long, the S7 looks and sounds like no other two-seater on the road. From the upward opening doors to the staccato exhaust, it's an absolute head-turner.
The styling of the car obviously is the first thing you see, and it makes a very powerful impression. There are a lot of slots and gills and vents and intakes on it. Partly that's functional, obviously. There is a lot of cooling that the car needs. There's also obviously a lot on it that is just there to grab the eye, and it certainly does that.
For all its brashness, the S7's interior surrounds its occupants in leather and suede, accented with brushed aluminum and body color highlights. Air conditioning, power windows, adjustable pedals, and a 6 CD changer are all standard. The S7's American-bred design approach of a tube frame and a pushrod V8 may not be as exotic as carbon fiber and double overhead cams, but we can't fault the end result.
I definitely give thumbs up to the S7. It is in a class of one. It's not very realistically priced as far as my family budget is concerned, but certainly as an enthusiast and as a critic, I can get in a car like this and just go, wow, this is a lot of fun.
That's the end of this edition of Motor Trend Television. For all the facts and figures on what you've seen in today's show and more, pick up a copy of the new issue of Motor Trend magazine on newsstands now, or join us online at motortrend.com. I'm John Mathias, and for all of us at Motor Trend, thanks for watching. Tune in again for the next Motor Trend Television.